podcast here.
Nice.
Back in September. 3 or 4 days before I had them on to interview them about this Best Bet diet and MS Hope, I figured, okay, well, if I'm going to interview them about this and, get all the inside scoop on this diet and how it works with Matt having MS and, being on this diet for 25 years since he's had MS and being symptom free, maybe I ought to try this diet and see how it works. I've been on it ever since, and I have put 0 sugar in my coffee.
That's huge.
And I haven't eaten cookies at all. And I used to sit and eat a bag of cookies at a time.
Wow. Oh, that's freeing up your body for a lot better recovery. I bet you've been noticing some gains with running. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Like you feel stronger and
my pace, my average pace my average pace is like about a minute a mile faster.
Hey, runners out there, do you hear this? Like seriously, I've known, being a runner myself and now I've kind of backed off a little bit compared to what I used to do. But I also kind of fell into that like sugar habit with running. I don't know. I think it's an energy thing. You get into it, right? And like a lot of my pro mountain bikers I used to work with in Colorado, it was this thing. You got the sugar, like even the honey packets and stuff to keep you going. And it's almost like your body gets trained to have those sugar hits because of the running and the marathon training and the ultra training. And so you're like, I got to keep giving myself sugar hits. And your brain's like, no, wait, I know we're not running a marathon today, but you still got to give me that. So it's almost like you train your body to get used to the sugar to the point that it's such habit. So now you're proof that you can untrain yourself from having the sugar habit. Now, granted, if you get it again, Christmas is coming. What are you doing? What's your plan for Christmas? How are you going to manage the diet and all that for Christmas?
For Christmas, the only my plan for Christmas, I'm going to visit my mom. Mm-hmm. We're social distance. We're going to stay apart and we're going to wear masks or whatever and stay safe. But for my mom's totally down with my diet. Which she used to practice, a very healthy diet and running and all that. Now her she's not into running anymore, and sort of gotten away from eating as healthy as she used to. And now, since I'm on this diet, every time we get together, every time I go to her place, she's always asking, always asking me beforehand, texting me and asking me, okay, what about this? Can you have that in your diet? Can you have this in your diet? And then cooking or, making food, preparing around that.
So mom's got you covered. So you don't even have to worry. She's not going to even she's not going to have cookies or anything, huh?
No.
Wow. That's good. Good.
She can, well, it's like, she can have cookies for herself, but I'm not going to have any. I'll be tempted if they are there, but I'm not going to have any.
Wow.
Because that's my new, and like I was saying, I'm in a, with the, so far as the local Run Super group that I'm in, the leader of the group, Sabrina, goes by Super. That's her moniker is Super. So if you ever see her, call her Super.
Will do.
But anyway, she put up a post yesterday morning about what was the first thing you did this morning, and like I put on this, my comment on the post was, the truth, first thing this morning, first thing when I woke up, I was thinking of nice, big, fat, sugary donuts. And I was thinking, how I could go to the store and get some big, fat, sugary donuts. And that's what I was craving. You know what I did? And this is what I put in my comment on that post is I went right to the store and I got 3 bananas, like 1.5 pounds of grapes, which I still have some of the grapes, but pound and a half of grapes, and a bag of granola. And I drove to the down by Foss Waterway, parked by the water, and ate them. And it's like the one word I had to describe all that, I put in all caps after that with exclamation points: discipline. And it's like, that's what I've had to do for myself, and like I put in my post on Instagram and Facebook yesterday morning, rather than all the crap I used to put in my body, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, sugary coffee, having a little bit of coffee with my pound of sugar. Okay, not quite a pound, but a lot.
It sounds like a lot.
Eating big fat sugary donuts, eating candy bars, drinking a 2-liter of Mountain Dew every day, smoking a bunch more cigarettes, drinking a lot more coffee, having some more Mountain Dew, drinking more donut or eating more donuts. That was what my day used to consist of, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and just lots of sugar, lots of fat. Even though it's unsaturated, I didn't really do anything. Wasn't doing anything at the time. Not doing much anyway compared to what I do now, so far as movement and motion. And so I fell into depression, fatigue, and just felt like crap, and my life became crap. Mm-hmm. And I got away from that, and I'm eating healthy, running every day, and my life is a lot better.
Now, that's a good word to talk about. I like the concept of discipline because you're disciplined with running. And I often will look at fitness as being like the gateway drug to discipline. Because if you become part of a community like a runners group, you're going to have people who are going to be like, all right, we're running, at such and such a time. And so you're going to become disciplined to start doing that. And then it's like, okay, you got that, you get that down. And then it's like, what's next to help your body out? So you've got the best diet, you've got the sugar lowered. Now I'm like, all right, Shane, what's next? What are we doing next? What are we adding on for discipline? So of course, you guys, I'm always on him about like, what is he going to do next to take care of himself and what to move forward, and I think discipline is something that a lot of people right now have had to learn a little bit, because being stuck in your house and having, your kitchen right there, oh my God, I can imagine doing drive-bys on my kitchen all day long and wondering why the COVID-15 turned into the COVID-40 or the 50. I mean, it's looking at discipline, and it's not restriction, it's discipline. Like, what is your goal? You want to run, you want to feel good, you want to feel good for life. Okay, so folks who are sitting at home and, maybe working from home, haven't left as much, but want to get healthier, we got to start with like, what's the first thing we can get you kind of like disciplined and routined on? I like movement. I don't know. It seems to work well for you. I think it works well for a lot of folks, even just walking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, even like I've heard my friend Super,
yeah,
and other people and other coaches say is, it's like, even though I'm in the running community, even though, it's like I run every day, or at least walk. And that's why a lot of times, or sometimes anyway, I do, just walk, is because after a day at work, I'm tired to begin with.
Yeah. And
pushing myself to run is easy, but pushing getting myself to slow down and take care of myself and walk, it's easy, but it can be hard at times, because, I'm into that. Gotta run. I'm running all the time. It's like running, some would say it's become an addiction, but it's like life. Life is, my attitude. Life is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. It's like life is an addiction. I just want to live it all. Mm-hmm. I want to experience it all. But it's like, got to tone it down and get some rest and recovery in there with these walk breaks, doing the run, walk, run when I'm out there on a run, or, just playing calling it a day and just walking a mile, or walking 6 miles or whatever whatever I have time for that day.
Right. No, I mean, that's a part of discipline too, knowing when you got to take it down a notch and take it easy. One of the things I always wanted to ask you about, because I think this is something that a lot of people should hear if you have a good answer to it, is your community with the running group. I mean, it means a lot to you. You post a lot on it. You talk about the folks. You post with the folks a lot. And I think for a lot of folks right now, we're missing out on community with COVID. And I think that's something that I've seen take some of my happiest, go luckiest folks down into some serious depression, because they're not feeling part of their communities, because say their gyms are closed, since this year has been, for some reason, a war on fitness, which kills me. But we're looking at a lot of people not having their tribes. And you've got your tribe with running. And it seems like most of your friends are from that group, right?
Yeah. A lot of, a vast majority of them are. Yeah, a lot of them anyway. Yeah, it's like I've talked about before. I have, with the MS community, I have a lot of friends. Brain injury community, I have a lot of friends in there. And I have a lot of friends in the, just general local community, and friends in the running community, both local and, all over the area. And it's like, for myself, I mean, you've seen all my posts and we've talked quite a bit. You know how I am about my health, nutrition, how my body's doing, and preventing my MS symptoms from flaring up and all that, and staying healthy. Basically the maintenance of my health. And, which on a side note, I think I've noticed that a lot of people focus on getting healthy, but then some people do slack on their maintenance of their health.
Yeah.
And that's where it's at for me, is the maintenance of the health. Now that I've gotten to the point where I'm at, I'm not saying I'm in optimal health, but I'm in great health, great shape compared to where I've been. And if I want to stay here, I've got to do maintenance on it. And so, it's all about the maintenance. But the running community, and, it's like, stay active, and it's like Super said before, so far as doing, this run, what was it? The Run Super Distance Challenge that I ran in May. I got in total 279 miles in May, which was just like, whoa, dude, did I actually do that? I guess I did. My Strava says so.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like one of the things she said at the beginning of that and throughout it was run, jog, walk, basically run,